Jake and Jackie Learn to Respect Wildlife by Beth Butler. Shh, Jake whispered, tapping Jackie on the shoulder. Take a look at this. Jackie turned. Her eyes followed Jake's arm and hand to where it pointed into some tall grass. Jackie shrieked, "It's a snake!" she cried. Jake about fell down laughing. "Yep," he said. "Let's get closer and see what kind." "I don't think that would be a good idea," said a deep voice as Jake's dad approached the kids. "Sometimes it is hard to tell if a snake is poisonous. Best to leave it alone." The snake seemed to agree. It slithered off into the woods. Jackie shook. "Now I'm not sure I want to go on that trail again," she said. Jake rolled his eyes. Jake's dad patted Jackie on the shoulder. "It's a good idea to be wise, but you don't have to be scared. You just have to be careful around any kind of wildlife." "What do we need to watch for, Dad?" Jake asked. Jake's dad was familiar with the woods. Before he was married, he had hiked the Appalachian Trail, a trail that took him from Georgia all the way to Maine. It had taken him about 3 months, and he had seen a lot. "Mainly, you need to remember that you are visiting the animals in their territory," he said. "Often, animals are more afraid of you than you are of them. The main reason they would strike out, bite, or attack is if they feel threatened." He continued, "It's best to always pay attention as you are walking and expect to see animals. Understand that some animals, like snakes, like to hide, so be very careful lifting wood or stepping around stumps. If a log lies across your path, step up on it, and then take a wide step out to go over. If you simply step over the log, you may surprise a snake lying next to it on the other side." Stepping up helps you see more easily. "What if you see a lion, tiger, or bear?" asked Jake. "Oh my," said Jackie. Jake's dad chuckled. "It would be rare to see one of those in this area of the country," he said. "I did see some bears on my hike. I never tried to feed them or approach them. Some hikers carried pepper spray. Most of the time, bears will run away. I had researched that if a bear does approach or seem to want to attack, if a person lies still and doesn't threaten the bear, it often will leave him or her alone. Attacks occur when they feel threatened, like with most animals. It is important not to panic and never to feed or pet wildlife either. That can get them too used to depending on humans for food." "I'd almost rather not go into the woods at all," said Jackie. "Scaredy cat," said Jake. Jake's dad gave Jake a sharp look before turning to Jackie. "Jackie, woods and forests are wonderful places to be. Hiking is a great sport. You just have to remember that you are visitors to the animals' homes. Think of it this way. We're out here in the backyard. Let's say people hiked through. How would you feel about them making all sorts of noise, stepping on you, or leaving trash around?" "I guess I'd feel angry or even scared," Jackie replied. "That's right. Just consider that when you hike. If you see an animal, enjoy it from a distance. Don't pester it and always be on the lookout, not out of fear, but to really observe and enjoy what you see." Jackie considered that. It would be pretty cool to see deer, or even if it was far away, a bear. "Thanks, Dad," said Jake. "Will you take us on a hike soon?" "Sure," said Dad. "How about we get some water and then head out to that nature trail you both helped clean up?" And off they went, hoping to see, but not bother, the inhabitants of the woods.